What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I wanted to talk about Champion 1 in ungeared PvP and how you guys can actually get 60 gems a week for all the free-to-play players. So let's get into the video. Alright, so I wanted to make this video because a lot of people might not think, is Champion 1 really hard to get? Like, realistically speaking, is it that hard to get to? I'm going to tell you guys that honestly, it's not that bad. And obviously you guys are looking at me like, Amazing, you're just a whale, you have everything sorted out for you, this and that. But I've had a lot of free-to-play players that have gotten to Champion 1 and they don't even have the craziest amount of cosmetics or dupes on their characters. They just know what food to run, what teams to run, and how to go about their matches. So in this video, I want to talk about a few free-to-play friendly teams in PvP that can push you to Champion 1 and actually get you the 60 gems a week. So one thing to take into account before we actually talk about this as well, don't do your PvP matches on the day of the patch, basically. The moment they drop the reset for PvP, don't do it the day of. And the reason for that is because the moment they instantly reset PvP on ungeared, all the whales instantly hop on it and jump into the PvP, and you're gonna start facing a ton of them if you try pushing. So I would recommend wait a few days. Wait till around like the middle of the week, and then around that time you could definitely try and push for the Champion 1 for sure. Alright, with that out of the way, let's hop into the video and talk about the teams you guys can actually use for ungeared PvP to get to Champion 1. So first team on the list is going to be the standard meta team that everyone's been running. It's going to be Trader Meliodas. Where's Green Gowther? Green Gowther, and the one Escanor. So this team right here, and your backline really doesn't matter at that point. It really just comes down to whoever you have good CC with, right? But this team right here is pretty good for the free-to-play player, because if you guys don't know how this team works, you double single target with Escanor, you single target with Meliodas, you have a damage reduction stack off the rip, and you already have 3 buffs with Meliodas. So at that point, how can you lose, man? And even if you go second, the best food that, unfortunately, I have to say this, but the actual best food you can bring when going second in PvP is gonna be evade food, bro. I don't want to say it like you should run evade food, and I personally don't like running because I just don't think it's the best in the world in terms of my sanity. But if you want to win and actually get matches on your belt, running evade food is a play, bro. And I'm not gonna cap. Ask Xeoxys, you guys know Xeoxys. As him, he literally will just go into PvP, put evade food on, and he'll just win against actual good global players somehow. It doesn't make any sense, but evade food is the key. If you guys are super free to play, you don't have a lot of cosmetics, you don't have a lot of that stuff, try to run evade food. You're gonna win a lot of the times. The only time you'll lose is when an actual player knows off the rip you have evade food just because of your CC. It obviously depends, but evade food's gonna be a really good way to kind of finesse your way through all the PvP rankings. And I think it's not a bad food to use, actually, though, considering where you're able to get with it. So the first team, yeah, as I said, Trader Meliodas, Green Gowther, the one Escanor. If you go second, you run evade food, which will be probably a lot of you guys. So if they miss the first hit and they do 2 hits after, they're probably not going to kill your team in that first turn, right? So I think you'll be fine. Escanor getting debuff immunity on the turn 3 is really good. Green Gowther giving you the attack related stats every turn and also being able to rank up as well. And Meliodas just being the threat that he is, he's just insane, man. So he's going to be really good for that. Next team that's super free to play friendly, that you guys can actually run is actually gonna be a alt rush team, bro. So you can run depending on the character, you can run either Fraudulent or Liz, right? You can bring Trader Meliodas or Festival King, or I think Festival King is probably a good option too, but Trader Meliodas works as well, so we'll just put him for now. And then literally any slot here can just be a taunt unit, right? And literally, or not even a taunt unit, just just another unit that can support your Meliodas, realistically speaking, right? I saw Nagato made a video, right? And it was he was running Twigo, Terry, Arthur, and the backline was Green Merlin. So that's another team you can actually run too. So let's say I brought Liz, right? Let's say I brought Liz. You can bring it doesn't even really matter, does it, bro? You can bring like Twigo with Holy Relic. And Twigo's Holy Relic, by the way, is free to play. So if you did, you know, somehow get that, and then you could literally just put Green Merlin backline and then just have alt gauge food or even evade food. Like, and I think you could actually win matches somehow with this team. And because basically how it works is Twigo, or you could put like Tank Dian. They both start with a taunt like the moment the match starts. So the moment you have that, you can just run them. You'd get a Trader Meliodas ult if your Liz dies from an AoE, right? And then yeah, like it's just basically anything cheese will probably get you to champion 1, right? Anything that can like cheese the opponent, bro, is definitely gonna work. I know another team that people like to run as well is Valenti King. So if you want to try that, I don't know if it'll work as well in Ungeared. Where's my Valenti? I'll have to search her up. But yeah, like in Ungeared, I don't think it's gonna work as well. But Valenti King combo and then like the 3rd slot unit can be literally anyone is also a really good like free to play friendly-esque team. Like, you know, if you pulled King on the latest banner and you have Valencia already, you can build them and just run like resistance food. That can work as well, because the moment you get a King shield up, the people just forfeit the match because they don't want to fight you after you put the shield up. Like, it's actually crazy how strong the protection is with the shield. You could put Dian actually. Like, if you pull Dian, you could do this team right here, and that team would actually work. If you put up the town with Dian, you have Valencia's resistance, and then a King shield will literally make it so the enemy cannot do any damage to you, man. So that's another way, like another team you can use to cheese as well. But yeah, basically, if you guys are getting the gist here, any team that is like, you know, not the best or most meta team in the world, but any like team that can cheese the opponent and, you know, make them actually think about what they have to attack with and not just, you know, double AoE with King or whatever the case, then you actually will win some matches, man. I'm not gonna lie, you actually will win matches. So I don't know, like it honestly just depends, but there's definitely like a ton of teams you guys can run like for methods like that, man. You know, if you don't have a lot of these characters like built, right, you can definitely just invest in one character team. Obviously the best team you could invest in would be a Bond team, because if you guys don't know, Bond still is meta till this day. But yeah, like literally if you just invest in a Bond team, like it doesn't even have to be a good one. Like you could, realistically speaking, you could put the 1 Esnor here and you'd be fine, bro, and then just put Twigo backline. Like this team is still good. Obviously not the best version of the Bond team, but if you're like a free-to-play player and you're running this team, it definitely can still work, man, like for sure. So, you know, it obviously depends, but if you guys have any cheese teams in the comments, let me know, because, you know, I'm curious to see what you guys run in Ungeared to try and push for champion 1. But yeah, like getting to champion 1 is not the, like, you know, the hardest thing in the world, as long as you're committed to it, and every time you get PvP stamina you run up the match. That's going to be a way you actually can, like, you know, push up your rankings there and actually pull it off. So, you know, it obviously depends, but yeah, that's basically it for the video. I mean, there are other teams you can run as well. Like you could do like Freeze team. You could have like Amelia. You could do like King, like Skinny King, like Petrify, teams like that. You can do like obviously teams like that. But I think the best cheese team probably would be like King Valenti, or like, you know, like maybe like you know, like a Blue Liz team, right? Like I think those teams also work as well. So yeah, there's obviously a lot of options you guys can run, but remember, like, all it is just make sure the opponent, you know, is on their game, man. They need to know what they're doing if they're going to be facing a cheese team, because if they just drop an AoE with King when they're facing a Liz like this, right, she dies and you get an ultimate, they lose instantly, right? So that's just something to take into account. Like, it all depends. And a lot of players, like, in higher champion, are going to be bots anyway, so like every fight against a bot is a free W for you, and you're gonna be able to get your 60 gems a week, man. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.